It says find the shortest distance D between two parallel lines using trigonometry, and for part B using areas. Here is two parallel lines. I'm gonna find this distance D. To find this distance D, I try to use this biggest right triangle. The length here is 6, the length here is 4, and I use alpha. The angles here, I get it alpha. And here in this biggest right triangle, I say I have alpha, and the length of the opposite side of this alpha and adjacent side of this alpha. So I use trigonometry to find alpha here. So I say tangent of any angles equals the opposite side of that angle over the adjacent side. So tangent of alpha equals the opposite side of alpha, which is 6, over the adjacent side, which is 4. If I simplify, would be 3 over 2. Now to find alpha, I get an inverse tangent, inverse from tangent. So I will have the inverse of tangent, which is 3/2, equals alpha. If I calculate it with calculator, I will have alpha equals, I have to say alpha is approximately equals 56.31. Okay, I find alpha here. Now I say in this triangle, this small triangle, it is right triangle again. D is the opposite side of this alpha, and here I have hypotenuse. Here I have hypotenuse. Let me change my color. The length of hypotenuse is 2. Now I can find I say, again use trigonometry and say sine of alpha, that alpha here is 56.31 equals the opposite side of alpha, which is D, over hypotenuse, which is 2. So if I calculate the value of this sine and then multiply by 2, I will find D, that D here would be 1.66. Now I am gonna go for part B, but because part B is a little long, I try to erase board and start to do part B. But keep in your mind that I find from part A that D equals 1.66. Here we see two triangles. And if I get this triangle, this largest triangle, and find the area of this triangle minus the area of this smallest triangle gives me this area, which is the area of trapezoid. So first of all, I find the area of the largest triangle. So I say 6 base times height divided by 2. So 6 times 4 divided by 2, that gives me 12. And the area of the smallest triangle, I say base times height divided by 2. So 3 times 2 divided by 2 would be 3. I say if I subtract the area of this smallest triangle from the largest triangle gives me the area of trapezoid. So I write the area of trapezoid. I put T. That stands for trapezoid. The area of trapezoid equals the area of the largest triangle, 12, minus the area of the smallest triangle, which is 3. So the answer would be 9. So the area of this trapezoid would be 9. We know the area of trapezoid. Now I want to go for formula. Would be, I will add up 2 base divided by 2 times height. The height here is D. So add up 2 base B1 plus B2 divided by 2 times the height. That in this trapezoid, the height is D. What is base here? The base here, I have points. I have to find the distance between 2 points. The point here is 6 and 0. And the point here is 0 and 4. So if I find the distance between 2 points, I get it B1 equals, we use the formula to find the distance between 2 points. I say 6 minus 0 to the power of 2. So 6 to the power of 2 plus 0 minus 4 to the power of 2. That would be 4 to the power of 2. It's my B. So for B2, again, I have 2 points, 3 and 0. And here I have 0 and 2. So for 2 points, I will find B2, the distance between 2 points. I get it B2. B2 equals 3 minus the square root of 3 minus 0 to the power of 2, which is 9, plus 0 minus 2 to the power of 2, which would be 4. Okay, I will substitute in this formula. So it would be, for B1 would be 36 plus 16. 6 to the power of 2 would be 36 plus 16, which is 52. So the square root of 52 plus the square root of 9 plus 4 would be 13 over 2 times D. It gives me the area of trapezoid, and I find the area of trapezoid in the previous step equals 9. So I equals these two formulas, so 9 equals the square root of 15 would be, the square root of 52 would be 7.2 plus the square root of 13 would be 3.6 divided by 2 times D. That's equal. If I want to simplify, it gives me 5 point. I can put 5.4 instead of it. So divided both sides by 5.4. So D equals 9 divided by 5.4 gives me 166. We see the value that we get in the part B equals the value we got in the part A. So, but part A is so shorter than part B.